Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. So, we're back again with the Rustler. I know I've made several videos about this recently, but I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. There's a great field nearby that I've been driving around in. All I need is a few jumps, but maybe I'll build my own and throw them in the back of the truck and take it with me. There is a nice little drainage ditch thing to drive down and back up in and get some air, but it's not always the best option there. So that is also why it's quite dirty, because I've been driving as much as I can. But the only problem is I can't really drive it on days I work, since it's dark by the time I get home, and I have no way of keeping track of it. So I want to get some lights on this so I can see it from a distance, and that way I still can drive it, see it, and hopefully not crash too bad at night. So this idea actually isn't my original idea. I actually got this from a YouTube channel called Parks Flyer RC. I'll go ahead and link them down below in the description, as well as all the parts I'm going to use today. Firstly, just going to toss this aside, and so we're going to go ahead and get this bumper off. The bumper I bought isn't actually for the Rustler, but you'll see what it is. Let's get my tools out. I'm gonna go grab those. I'll be right back. Remove this, and then we'll go over the parts I'm going to use. Okay, I'm back. I got my tools here, so if I remember correctly, it's a large one. I don't remember the sizes, but I got these three, so I can go ahead and get this removed. Alright, there we are. That is off. I should probably get my magnetic tray, so I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to throw this back in my toolbox just in case. The only reason I can't use this bumper, I don't believe the light kit I got is actually going to fit on this. So let me grab the magnetic tray for these so I don't lose any screws, and then we'll get the parts. So here are the parts I got. This is a front bumper. It says for /2 wheel drive, but after reading some comments, and actually that other video by Parks Flyer, or Park Flyers RC, my apologies, it does in fact fit the Rustler 2-wheel drive. I don't know about the 4-wheel drive. I think there's a few differences, but it definitely fits the 2-wheel drive. So, and this should, from what I can tell, mount directly on the front. So you can say this is a 6784. It's the LED Light Bar Chrome Stampede 4x4. Obviously we're using it with the Rustler. And then this is a 80952. So look for that if you're trying to get this done. For the taillights, I am going to use the Ford GT taillights. 8385 is the part number. Unfortunately, the mounting kit did not come yet. Alright, so enough of me jibber-jabbering. We'll throw the Ford GT lights over there until we get the mounting kit, and then go ahead and get started on mounting these. So, I'll go ahead and open them now. Alright, there's everything in box. So, with the RPM kit, you get the front bumper, and then the splash guard, or skid plate, whatever you want to call it. I guess on a truck it'd be a skid plate, and on a car it's more of a splash guard. And then of course mounting screws to put these together. I'll have to use my own screws for the bottom here, but I'm pretty sure I have more than enough. And here's the lights for the Stampede, but they should work. So these just pop back in there. This you wire into the car. We'll figure out how we're going to route it once we get to that point. And then this plugs into your transmitter. I'm going to put in the middle screw right now, and then see if I need some longer screws for this, because this may not go all the way through. Alright, there's one. I didn't tighten it all the way down. I'll go ahead and do that once I get the light bar itself on. So it looks like this will actually just mount up like I was thinking here. Ooh, the screw holes are just barely off. I may need to modify these a little bit just so they sit in there better, because I mean they're sitting flush. Oh, I think I can just bend it out a little bit like that. So maybe just pulling them out to the side, we'll be able to get this in. So we'll give that a shot, see if this works. Alright, that worked. It was almost like this light mount was made for this. My only hope is they point straight. Alright, so these appear to be the same screws. Let's see. Yep. That's good. Yep. All these will work. Cool. So let me get this. Like I said, it should just mount right on here. Yep, all those holes line up. So let's get one started. It would help if I get the right size. I need to label these. Not sure why that was trying to cross thread there, but well, oops. Actually, I don't think it was trying to cross thread. I think I'm making my own threads right now. Maybe these were a little too large, but well, they'll fit now. Well, she's in. That was rough. But I don't think I cross-threaded this one now. I think I was just making my own threads. But it's on there. I'm gonna put that one back in. Struggle. I should probably have found the ones that look like this, but those two were the ones I pulled out of here, and these are the same size, so I don't know. She's on there. Alright, so there we are. Got that on there. Yeah. Maybe I can use this. Or take this off, route it underneath, right over to here. And then don't really have anywhere to put these. That's okay. The only problem is this sits flush with the suspension arms here, so I might have to just go over the top and then figure out a way to hold this guy in up here. Let's pop these in. So 2 and 2. Well, that makes it easy. Bring it a little closer for y'all to see. And those just snap right in. That's easy. Alright, I'm scared I'm gonna break these solder joints pushing that in. And the other three are fun. Okay, there we go. Honestly, we probably could go down, make these look a little better, and come around, kind of try to hide it. Because I don't think the body will cover that. Let's see. Body only goes so far. Oh yeah, it would be best to go down now that I look at it. So, see, I need to go down under this. This thing's just gonna go pew! I told you. I heard it. It jumped this way. And now I don't know. So I might have to use one of these. Let's see. Got so much trash over there. Don't look beyond here. See, I can't find that thing now. It ran away. Oh, there it is. Barely could see it. So now I'm gonna pop that off. Send our wire below it. I need to make these a little less messy. Like, what? Why are you like that? That don't make any sense. Well, but I think we'll put this down below and then we can zip tie or whatever after. I don't know if this is a proper way to do this, but probably not. Oh, there we are. Pop back in, the wire's below. Honestly, I think I'm gonna try to zip tie. I'm just behind there with the tiny zip tie. Let me grab one.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, I'm back. I think I found a suitable size zip tie for this, so we're just gonna take this, go right under here, and then we'll hook her in and then take off all the excess. So, no, that's not right. Wait, this is the wrong one. Where did... Alright, sorry about that. I grabbed the wrong one. I thought it was the right one, but apparently I just wasn't paying attention. So I got 4 of them. Maybe I should have counted when I grabbed them. I would have known if I got the right size or not if I counted. Alright, I did some pondering. And I think I got it. Instead of taping this down, because that's just... Then if I ever want it off of here, I gotta untape it, blah blah blah. It's just a lot of unnecessary work. So what I'm gonna do, so this can't flop too far, so we're just gonna get a pin here. Until I figure something out a little more permanent. I think this will work alright for now. Let's get this, shove it over like this, and then it's, you know, right here. It can move a little bit, but I'm going to zip tie this so these are a little more uniform up here. Probably like this too, just so it looks a little better. But hey, I think that'll do the trick. This isn't going to pull out easy. And if I ever want to remove this, you know, this bumper and these lights, I can just whip this out on both screws. I'll take this off again, but that's no problem. So we're gonna do it that way. Now I just gotta get it wired. He's peeking. Just need it to go a little more that way. Oh, almost there. Yes! Success! Alright. Just gotta make sure that'll work. Ooh, that's gonna be close. We may have to just go up and over. Dang it, I did all that for nothing? Just pull it back through if I can. Oh, now it's stuck going back through. I mean, it makes sense. It didn't want to come out. There we go. Much easier. So I guess we'll run it over here. We're gonna have a lot of extra wire. You know, I just realized when I get those GT lights, I'm gonna have to go in here, so we're gonna go ahead and open those up and start getting it set up anyway. All right. Get. Okay. All right, those are all back in there. That should be good enough for the future. All right, so it's been about a week or so, and I finally got these in. Well, actually, it's the only time I really had to film this, but anyway, the rest of the Ford GT taillights are here. So now it's just getting these attached to the car, and, well, not the car, we're gonna do it to the body here, unlike the other lights that are attached to the chassis itself. So I'm figuring somewhere around here. They will stick out a little bit. Hopefully they're durable enough to withstand some impacts, because if they break, well, whatever. They weren't too expensive, and I got some other lights and figured some stuff out. I also got a bunch of connectors so I can make my own wires. Alright, so here's all the parts. I believe these are exhaust tips, which I believe just clip in like that or something. Yeah, we don't need exhaust tips, so I'll set these aside. There's also 2 screws for them, so since we're not using the Ford GT, that goes there. Alright, we got left, we got right. These have a corresponding letter. Don't see one. And then we got our taillights, and then the wiring with the actual lights on them. Oh, I didn't turn the camera back on, but got both of these kind of together. I'm assuming this screw goes in here, so that way the light only shows up here and not in the middle. So we're going to use the big screw, and then we're going to do it exactly like I said. And I think how I'm going to do it is cut a little slit so the wire sits in a little bit, and then wherever that sits in, make a hole for the screw, and then the little hole here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll pick back up with you. Alright, I think that should be good for where it mounts, kind of over the other tail light. So now I just have to poke a hole, and then another hole, and then hopefully this will hold it on the back side. I need to get that top piece punctured, so I'll try to use this. Give me a reference point. Alright, back this out. Hopefully that's the right spot. Let's check. Screw here. Yeah, it's just north of it. So that should be the hole for the piece on here. That's our right one. Stick our wire in. Stick our tab through. Now we get one of these. Ooh, it's a tight squeeze in here. And this is what it looks like on the back side. So next up will be getting our wiring done. I'm probably gonna have to do something like this because this is all over the place. But now we need to get to the left side here. So let's get out our handy dandy eyeball measuring tool. All right. Well, I think it's a little cross-eyed back here, but who cares? Oh well. Eventually I'll have to get a new body, so it's not like this will be here forever. So now, I gotta get these held down. So I think what I'll do is put one of these tie downs right about here. I'll plug this in. This battery should have some juice. So get that plugged in. We'll see how this looks. I know it's not perfect, it's cross-eyed, but who cares? I don't. If you do, let me know. It's not really gonna bother me. And power on. Ooh, those are bright. Heck yeah. Alright, so there they are. Yeah, they look pretty good. So let me get the camera down, we'll pan around, and then give it a shot in the dark. So here's how it looks with all the lights installed. Told you, a little cross-eyed there, but not a big concern. At least I'll be able to see it, and like I said, if I roll and stuff, these are probably going to get bent up anyway. If you may notice, I got the 4x4 tires on the rear. I just felt like getting the ones that look like they'd be better in mud or sand or something. The other ones work great, don't get me wrong, but figured I'd try these out. That's all for this light upgrade, so we'll get it on the road, quick test, and that'll be it. jumps here. Just some big gear. That might be a problem. Yeah. Oh, blew out the new A-arm installed under 10 minutes. You can see what happened. Failure points right here. But I think the other piece, yep, that's all that broke. That was a frickin' blast out there at the little ditch by the hobby shop. Yeah, there's only a few ramps, but they were a lot of fun no matter what. I plan to go other places in the future, but everything held up really well. Well, except the A-arm, but I had a replacement, swapped it out, was back to jumping again. And even after dark, the lights worked excellently. The only problem I had is when I did a test drive in the street, they kind of got scuffed up here. Here, let me turn these off real quick. But you can see they got scuffed up here. I don't know if that's gonna focus. And a little bit here, as well as up on the top of the bumper. But otherwise, the lights are working perfectly. So, little surface scuffs, no problem. Also, while I was test driving in the street, and this backflipped, the body pushed in right here, so it looked like this light was broken, but I just had to pop it back out. So I think the weak point here will actually be the body itself and not the lights. They just might look a little scuffed, but you know, when they're on, you're not going to be able to tell. And at a distance, I could tell which direction this pointed. I probably only went about 100 yards because I wasn't really brave enough to go any further than that. But I could see it well, tell which way it was pointed, everything like that. I'll link all the parts down below that I used. The taillights, the mounts, the bumper, and the lights themselves. And I'll even throw in that wiring kit I showed earlier. I think I showed it. Well, it'll be down there anyway, even if I did show it. But special thank you to Park Flyers RC. I think I said Part Flyers earlier. My apologies for that, but it's Park Flyers RC. I'll link them down below, and I'll link the video specifically where I got this idea from. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd appreciate it if you leave them down below, as well as if you can do the things over here. I'd appreciate that also. I thank you for stopping by today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.